How is NASA learning to live in space through ISS? 2020 update. NASA completed its 20 years of home in space. NASA has been trying to explore space to live there and make life possible on other planets of the solar system too, like Mars and the Moon. The astronauts from NASA have been in the orbit for about 20 years, completing its orbit around the Earth in 90 minutes. This space station and its history will blow your mind. If you are 20, the astronauts have been around you since your birth. The space station has 6 bedrooms and nearly a space of about 1 football field, where they do science and experiments. 240 astronauts from 19 different countries have been living in space as certified and assisted by NASA itself. They have performed nearly 3,000 experiments there. For example, they are examining the neutron's structure from start. They are planting trees there on this International Space Station. Furthermore, they are examining X-rays at the height of 62 miles from us. Mainly Russia, Japan, and USA have been part of this incredible space station known as International Space Station, or ISS. What actually this ISS is? On November 20th, 1998, a Russian space agency, Roscosmos, launched the Proton rocket called Zarya on the orbit around the Earth. This Proton rocket around the orbit was the first International Space Station, ISS. Now this million-pound spacecraft has been the center of attention for the whole world. What have they been doing in zero gravity for 20 years? The ISS is orbiting for many reasons. Scientists and astronauts that visit the space station are performing many experiments. They performed nearly 3,000 experiments there. Let's have a bird's view on some of these renowned experiments being carried out on ISS. Number 1. Scientists in the space station are using frozen mouse embryos to study cancer development, longevity, and gene maturation. Number 2. Scientists cut the head and tail of the flatworms on Earth and send them to the space station to learn if these damaged tissues grow in space or not. Number 3. Many thanks to the scientists in space station who told us before time that the fire behaves differently in space. Fire extinguishing is highly dependent on understanding these findings. Number 4. When the astronauts are on a break, the 2-armed robot on the space station do their jobs. This robot torso will be soon given 2 legs to perform functions inside and outside the station. Number 5. A huge applause for the photography at nighttime on the ISS. These photographs are not only taking part in NASA Image Library, but they also help us to understand the atmospheric chemistry with their Night Cities project. Number 6. Scientists in the space station are studying microbes, the smallest living organisms, to learn how they behave here in zero gravity. Number 7. To make the rocket safer, scientists in the space are studying the behaviors of liquids, and to your surprise, liquids are behaving differently there. Number 8. They are planting trees there in space to know how to grow plants and to get food in space. Number 9. They are doing many experiments to learn the behavior of the human body under different circumstances in space and also trying to find ways to defeat various diseases like Parkinson's disease. Number 10. The headline you saw on TV recently saying "Made in Space" was true. Scientists are trying to refabricate stuff on space station like 3D printer and sending them back to Earth to amaze people. Number 11. They have launched a virtual zoo for living organisms there too. Strange but true. Well, we can't pay back their services for 20 years of dedication and hard work. Thanks NASA for being on planet Earth and beyond.